This boy tries to dig himself out after Israel began bombing Gaza again. He was rescued alive amid fears a ceasefire and hostage deal with Hamas could collapse before it even begins. The director of Gaza's field hospitals told NBC News more than 100 Palestinians, including women and children, have been killed since the agreement was announced last night. The Israeli military says it's striking Hamas members and weapons facilities. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today postponed a government meeting expected to ratify the ceasefire, blaming Hamas for adding new conditions. Hamas denies it. The delays and continuing airstrikes are terrifying both Gazans and the families of Israeli hostages.
It's a nightmare sometimes.
In Tel Aviv tonight, I spoke with Eli David. His 24-year-old brother, Aviatar, is not expected to be released in the first phase of the deal, which lasts 6 weeks. Eli says the deal is too complex and could fall apart.
I think it is a very bad deal, but we cannot go against it because it saves lives. Innocent people, which are being held underground inside terror tunnels, maybe tortured, and they will be coming back to the families.
You know that your brother isn't supposed to be part of this first group.
Yeah.
So hopefully when we do see those initial hostages coming out, how are you expecting to feel? Happy, sad, jealous, all of these things?
I will be happy, for sure, but also, for sure, I will be jealous and I will be more and more afraid because if it will continue, 42 days are many days that hostages can be executed, for example.
In Gaza, Zainab Tanbura, who's responsible for 24 displaced children, worries the war will never end. You see, the conditions are horrible. They said ceasefire. It's nonsense. All night, they were bombing here, she says. The agreement would allow in desperately needed humanitarian aid. Living in a tent with little access to food, water, and medicine, she says she can't survive like this for much longer.
So, Richard, let me ask you, where do things stand tonight, given the circumstances?
Well, it is still a go. An Israeli official tells us that the Israeli cabinet is expected to meet tomorrow, that they will likely ratify this deal to begin on Sunday, which is when we could see the first hostages coming out of Gaza. Lester.
All right, Richard Engel in Jerusalem tonight. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.